Um, yeah, it's been, we've kind of, I don't know, just, it originally came from inspiration from Japanese with two eyes, and it means like well, like a wishing well or a rock, and so we kind of evolved with that, and then kind of came up with the Ishi from Northern California. That was like the last tribesman of the Yahi tribe, and we've kind of just gravitated towards that story and that spirit of embracing Native American culture. Yeah, I mean that's always kind of. I mean, I don't know who wrote that actually, but I didn't write that. Because yeah, that's pretty bold, and we'll run with it. But yeah, I mean, I think it's comparable to that statement. I mean, I think we have something to offer, um, listeners of today, something a little bit different with our music and with our performance, for sure. Yeah, that record came out in April 2013. It's, the major online distributions, iTunes, Amazon. That record, roughly took about 2.5 years to do. I mean, our first record came out in 2010, and, we spent a year, just trying to make that one work and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it took a little bit longer just because of we do have a ghost producer and writer that I started the band with that he doesn't perform with us. He just kind of helps write songs, and so it's kind of whenever his schedule's available, that's when we, hit writing songs. Well, my mom. This comes from my mother's side. She grew up in Atlanta, Georgia, and I don't know. The story of Ishi is very interesting, and just the the mysticism undercurrent with Native American culture is something that inspires me personally, and it just kind of adds to the performance of just having a show aspect of kind of taking the songs in a deeper level. I don't know exactly when. I mean, I've always been intrigued by performance art and just kind of making things larger than life. So I guess definitely, halfway through the first record, Through the Trees, just start kind of finding my performance identity, and kind of going with that, with just kind of just crazy shaman type stuff, galaxy, wanderer, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, I love to perform. I think we all do, but yeah, just kind of taking that aspect and making it a little bit more enjoyable than just seeing three dudes on stage, and I think helps out a lot. Oh, I don't know. These guys have been. Y'all actually seen a show?
Yeah, we've been walking around a bit. It's cool. I mean, we weren't. This is the first time we've been here, but we've heard that it's grown quite a bit substantially over the last year, and everyone's kind of amped on what's going to develop in the next few years. So
Yeah, and more than
more
just
can come back for sure.
more than just Treefort. I think the people of Boise are very warm.
Yeah.
Very. It's like a really nice community, and you can see that from our shuttle driver was telling us that it had been growing, and our shuttle driver, who must have been like maybe late 40s, was excited about what was to come in 10 years. So when you see someone that not particularly the demographic that we see in the festivals that we perform in, being excited, that's like totally cool. That's totally cool. Everyone's super nice and smiley,
And we recognize some people that we saw a few months ago here, you know.
For sure.
So that's cool. It's kind of got that town vibe still.
I mean, Dallas. We love Dallas. I mean, Dallas is the reason we're here because they help us with our capital on trying to spread the word, getting to places like Boise and any other cities that are outside of Dallas. So yeah, I mean, me personally,
My bad.
me personally, I think probably Merla could contest this. I mean, like having bands like the Toadies and Old 97s and bands like that were also part of the Dallas scene growing up, and them being a part of the Dallas Observer Awards and stuff like that. It's definitely an honor to be considered and and win those awards. I mean, any accolades any band can win in their home city is definitely a testament of you're on a good path. I think of some sort. Well, yeah, that just happened just due to just the business aspect of the band. It's just tough to keep two people on the same wavelength as in a vision of anything, and the whole aspect of a female in the band was always kind of a production element, was just kind of to have it, and she just kind of really did a great job, and we had great chemistry live, and it really did help spark the early days of what we were doing, yeah, I mean, it just not everything lasts forever, and Rocky's my second guitar player, and Merla's my second drummer, so it's like there has to be someone that can withstand the vision to if you want something to make waves, to make it work. So it just didn't really work with them. I personally think that it would be a lot difficult for a group of people, for sure. But yeah, I would agree with the words of Nietzsche.
Yeah, it's funny you bring that up. In my old apartment, I had this sounds so crazy. I kind of had like a shrine to Nietzsche. And not really. It was just a painting that a friend had made of Nietzsche, and it was precisely because of that. Wow. Because of that quote. So yeah, I think above all like language or vernacular that we have, I think music obviously transcends that, because that truly is a universal language, and I would say even mathematics, but even that is so strongly tied into music. Mm-hmm. Without math, there's no music, vice versa, and there's no communication without it. So.
Um, I would say just our overall spirit of creating this band is to embrace life, and is to accompany life in the form of Zen. Just being like it's there when you want it, it's there when you need it, and it's there to hopefully maybe unlock some doors in your mind to exploration, to your own spiritual journey, or things that you want to pursue, if it's just to get wasted or if it is to see if there's more to life than that. So it's just kind of like I enjoy what I do, and I think we have multiple layers in our production and in our message, where it's just like it's a great time no matter what. But if you want to dig a little bit deeper, there's something there as well.
Mine personally, definitely, I come from like a strong jazz and soul background and funk. So Prince is like my god, and D'Angelo. Then I think we all share like Michael Jackson. We all share the Beatles. We all share like very strong songwriters like Stevie Wonder. So that's for me personally, and it's as part of the rhythm section. That's like complete, like that's essential for someone who's trying to make other people dance.
But everything from timeless people like that all the way to like modern day people who eventually will become timeless. Something like LCD Sound System, just done drastically changed the forefront of electronic music.
Yeah, I do, absolutely, because everyone has an individual voice, and that's probably the biggest task in it all, is discovering you. And if you can't do that, then you're going to have a hard time creating something new and fresh. And I think I believe that to an extent I've been able to find my own voice and be able to work with these guys and my producer to have a new interpretation of stuff that's been going on for a while. We're just starting to get into the festival stuff, a lot more frequent. That's a tough question, because you just can't. The more people, it amplifies 20 times in a small venue. So I don't know.
But vice versa, if there's 20 people who are really into it, it doesn't matter. I guess there's like two sides. There's the outreach side, which obviously festivals are geared to do, and then we also, since we're a working band, we have to play clubs, and we'll have to play theaters and things of that nature, and that is just as effective. I think it's more of the product that we have and how it translates to like the crowd, as much as what crowd it is. And so I think we really strive to make sure that no matter what, whether it be a big festival setting or a small club or a festival setting where only like 10 people come out, as long as those people are like really into what we're doing and we give them all that we have, then I think that's the most important. But we like more people.
I ultimately just more ears. I mean, we would like to be able to influence people to just be themselves to the nth degree. Music allows us to do that, and we enjoy the fruits and the power of creating, what that does for our beings, and so it's kind of, I mean, it's just kind of like a message of that, because I mean, music and all those kinds of things, the music business is the most fickle and thing, you know, that there is really, and to me, like, if there's not an undercurrent of like, hey, I'm here, you know, for my audience, I'm here to encourage them to really find themselves, then there's really no reason to do music, in my opinion, just because it's just like, at the end of the day, it's just another show, you know, and, you know, no matter what accolades you get, you know, if you're not, you know, reaching out a hand to your, you know, your fellow man, it's the music business is a tough road if you can't try to help out your neighbor. That's our goal, is just right now is just more ears, and just trying to make ourselves more prevalent in America by doing Boise, and trying to do a West Coast tour in summer, and yeah, and just putting in the legwork that, you know, every band has to do to get the music heard, and, you know, make a little bit of money.
My name is Rocky Otley from Ishi, and I live for music.
I'm JT from Ishi, and I live for music.
Merla from Ishi, and we live
For music.